Okay, hi everyone. I'm gonna have you guys imagine a scenario. So imagine that you just downloaded Pokemon Go, which is all the rage, and you're about to be excited, see what it's all about. So you grab some shoes and head outside, and you want to be as efficient as possible. So you notice a lure, which is basically where a Pokestop attracts more wild Pokemon to spawn in the area. Upon arriving at the stop, instead of encountering more Pokemon to collect, you end up running into 4 armed robbers. This scenario may seem far-fetched, but this is exactly what happened in Missouri sometime last week when officials received a call around 2 a.m. The lures are meant to attract players as a social and friendly feature, but instead people with bad intentions are using them to snare victims in isolated places, as described in a CNN article by Clara Lind, illustrating some recent events of the game. So, Pokemon Go, the new augmented reality game released by Nintendo, is the top grossing app and #1 free app in the App Store today, and it's not even released worldwide yet. It's also gained about $14 million just from the in-app purchases that people are making because the app is free. And in the short time it's been out, it's already spawned some unwanted side effects that users must be aware of in order to get the most out of the game. So, today I'll be talking about Pokemon Go and the effects of taking safety measures while playing. By the end of this speech, you will have learned valuable facts that will allow you to take appropriate action that will keep you having fun instead of experiencing unfortunate or dangerous mishaps. So first, we'll be talking about debunking some Pokemyths and how to play it safe, so things like battery saving, packing essentials, and picking a good location. And then I'll be talking about consequences of not taking these precautions. So, now that I've talked about my 3 main points, we're going to move on to some Pokemyths. So, first myth is that people think that playing the game at night is dangerous, but the truth is that it can actually be secure and safe if you pick the right location to play. Second myth is that people think that Niantic, which is the partner with Nintendo for the game, is using the game to gain access to players' personal info, but it's actually, they've publicized, as seen on a CNN Money article, that the company said it's only seeking minimal information, which is a player ID in the email. Although recently, after I researched this speech, I found out that they've actually been hacked, but so far they haven't stolen any important information. Third, people think that it doesn't matter if you play alone, but it's actually very important to make sure you play in groups and play safe, especially in the nighttime. So, now that I've explained some facts over myths, I'll tell you how you would benefit from taking precautions playing the game. So, as you can see here, I have a graph of the battery usage on a normal day for an iPhone 6 and a Galaxy versus the battery usage how much the battery wastes using Pokemon Go. So in a normal day, an iPhone 6 and a Galaxy S6 would take about 7 to 6 hours to run out. But playing Pokemon Go, it takes less than 3 hours before the battery runs out. So that's something very important to keep in mind. A lot of people when they play, they take external batteries because you really don't want to be left in a place you don't know without your phone working because there's no public phones in the area. Also, with extensive distances, the game gets you to be walking a lot, so it's important to be carrying sunscreen on, especially if you're out in the sun because you're going to get a burn, and have sunglasses and water, and or just go out at night because then you won't be hot, it'll be nicer. And then also it's important to pick an urban and public space or a park over a rural or deserted area that's not very safe to go. So since we're living in Florida, some good places would be going to theme parks like Universal, Disney Springs, or places like Redbud Park, which is very close, or Crane's Roost. There's a lot of people there. Also college campuses, a lot of people tend to go there and play Pokemon Go. So now that I've told you how to be smart while catching Pokemon, I'm going to tell you some of the consequences of not taking precautions that have come up so far. So, this picture, this girl, she's 15. She got hit by a car playing Pokemon Go because she was looking at her phone instead of looking across the street, and she got hit. There have been 2 kids walked off a cliff playing Pokemon Go, not looking in front of them, looking at their phones. There was a girl that wanted to catch some water Pokemon. She was walking by a river near her house, and she found a dead body in the river, just some things that have happened. One guy in London wanted to go to a lured Pokestop, and he ran into a drug deal of people doing cocaine from their phones. And honestly, they were just asking him if he wanted drugs too, and he had to sort of walk away from the situation. The other important thing is to make sure to take breaks. Dr. Michael Frazier was shown on ABC News and said that the game actually has addictive qualities due to dopamine release in the brain when you catch the Pokemon. It makes people really excited, they want to keep playing, but you can get addicted to the game. People have been playing for 5-6 hours a day. The other important thing is that you can get lost playing the game, and again, you don't want to get lost without a phone, with an empty phone or a discharged phone, not knowing where to go. So, now that I've gone over the consequences of playing Pokemon Go unsafely, I'd like to ask for a few requests. So just raise your hand. How many people will travel in groups and stay prepared when they go out to play? Okay, and if that's too much to ask, how many of you will at least notify someone to let him or her know where you're going in case of emergencies? No one? Okay. Thank you.